Has this ever happened to you? Organizing your next session, but you can't keep your notes in check? Struggling to remember what's in the current town your party's in? Forget where that pesky dragon lives? Well, fret no more, because Peter and D&D with me is here to give you tips on note organization. Thanks, D&D with me. Hey Dungeoneers, it's me, Peter again, and welcome to D&D with me. I've been a DM for a while now, and you've heard me say this like 3 times now if you've been watching my videos. Please watch the videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The key to DMing a cohesive and well put together campaign is note keeping. What use are notes if they're disorganized and all over the place? You're not going to know left from right. How are you going to know what's in the town if your players just happen to go across it? If your notes were organized, and I'm sorry if I'm talking down to you like I'm your parent, if your notes were organized, you know exactly what would happen, and all you need to do is flip to that page. Now, I think there's only 2 types of note organizations that you can really go with. There's the old-fashioned pen and paper in a binder, or there's online. In the next little bit, we're going to go over a few examples of the benefits of doing both pen and paper and online. Let's go. When I was starting out, I was a big fan of using binders, papers, and pens to have everything physically with me. And then I had to run another campaign session, and I was quickly over that. But if you're going to go down the old-fashioned route, let's go over a few tips. Make sure you have items tabbed out. Make sure you have places tabbed out. Make sure you have important campaign notes tabbed out. And obviously, session notes. So when you sit down at the table for your next session, you'll have your session notes in front of you. And let's say they go to town and they want to buy something from General Store B. Don't take that name, by the way, please. That's mine. You can flip to that page where they have the standard general store stock list, and you can go through there. Now, as the years went on, I stopped being a fan of this for this reason. Where the hell do I put all this stuff? I've got battle maps. I've got my very first session, character sheets for one-offs that people showed up with. Sorry, Onyx, you're a great character. Who one of my players recruited to their brothel. Don't worry, I have that online. I've got a dungeon layout, another map. My wife's campaign journal, we're going to set that down lightly. Cities and populations, the main city. We've got the layer of chaos. Oh, some drawings of characters. Where the hell do I keep all this stuff? This isn't even everything. All right. We got rid of all those. So here's the thing. I'm not bashing the old-fashioned way of note organization. You could probably do it way better than me. I'm just very disorganized when it comes to physical things. That's why I like taking things online. And obviously, the advantages of having this all physical here is that I'm never going to have to worry about an online connection to get to my Google Drive. Or I'm never going to have to worry about downloading all this before we go off playing in a castle, cottage. Why did I go to castle immediately? If you guys want to play in a castle, my campaign, my party, let me know. I don't know if we can find one. Now, my favorite type of organizing is digital or online. I prefer to use Google Drive because I have a Pixel phone and I can access my Google Drive. I'm sure you can just download a Google Drive app anyways, but I don't know. What up, Google Pixel? Because I can access my files on the fly. You could also use Dropbox, OneNote. You can also use World Anvil. I just dipped my toe into World Anvil. I'll leave a link in the comments if you want to check that out. That is on another level of campaign management. It's insane. I'm kind of scared to jump in. I also like adding pictures to random town descriptions so I can at least pull from something a little more than just my terrible writing skills. I also create folders in regards to items, campaign notes, history of the continent that they're on, the opposing continent that I'm currently working on. Honestly, as long as you have an internet connection and a cell phone or something you can download before you go, it is super easy to just bring a laptop over or a phone. I wouldn't prefer to use a phone, but if push came to shove, I would. Now that we brought up the Google Drive, let's go into the internet.
All right, we're here in my Google Drive. You can see there's a picture of me with hair in the far right corner, RIP hair. So here we kind of have a little bit of things that I like to pull from. I have the character sheets for two characters' pets in one of my campaigns. We have a session template here that I like to use for when I'm starting out writing sessions. And here we got homebrew monsters that I've made and plan to use in campaigns. Homebrew items, once again, we're bringing this over from physical into digital, so I just have the magic item mega list right now. We got cheat sheets, which we'll go over in another video, but they have vignettes, shopping inventories, NPC name generator, NPC motivations. So this is stuff I like to keep up while characters are in town and I don't have a name for an NPC that they have talked to yet. Aslos is the homebrew campaign world that I've built. So we have notes from, which are once again all being brought over from physical. Bringing over, these are from campaign 1 notes. We have a campaign arc where I want things to go. Campaign 2, same deal. We have some stat blocks, we have some session notes, and we have some campaign plots and just some general ideas that I've put in here. As well in the Aslos notes, we have the history of Aslos, the gods, the ages, artifacts, factions, locations, and note races. Vemain's the continent my players are currently on, with two sections, or I guess you would put territories, the Huldremian Kingdom and the Komodan Dynasty. And we have the Huldremian Kingdom, which our players are currently in right now. Some cities, some notes on the cities and cities that are being built currently, who is a capital city. And like I said earlier, I like to include pictures of the town that the players are going into to have a better idea of how I'm going to describe it, because I suck at descriptions. So that's about it. This is my Dungeons and Dragons folder. It's currently building, and I don't really know what the... Wait, what is that doing there? What the...
At the end of the day, it's up to you. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. It's whatever you feel comfortable with using for node organization. Personally, I like the digital. You might like the old-fashioned. We can still be friends. Just follow me on my Instagram, shameless plug. But that's enough from me. How do you organize your notes? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and follow me once again on Instagram at DndWithMe. We're starting to do Instagram stories where we're building a monster together. So you can join if you want. Help me make a monster, please. Anyways, roll the dice the way the dice... I'm out of here.